telegraph station. It's pretty cool. This is a camping ground. You can have a feed. There's like barbecue spots there. You just bring the barbecue, and we got families and stuff, campers, everybody just having fun, running around, doing their thing. It's a pretty cool spot. If you wanna come, it's like hidden in Alice Spring here. Just search it up, come to our telegraph station. It's pretty cool.
You see me move, you feel the pull. A quiet one that makes you full. You try to act like you're so cool, but I'm the wave you cannot rule. No rush, no fight, just a sway on my side. Your heartbeat's crashing like a rising tide. You think you're steady, but you're open wide. One sway from me and there's no place to hide.
Currently here at telegraph station with David. He's gonna tell us a little bit about telegraph station and how long it's been here in Alice Springs for. So how long you been in Alice Springs here?
So I am myself an Italian guy that is traveling in Australia for the working holiday visa.
Yeah.
And I came here in Alice Springs in January 2025.
Yeah.
I just wanted to visit initially Uluru and see to do some work in remote areas.
Yeah.
And then I fell in love with this town because it offered me, of course, some good opportunities for job. At least another maybe 4 months, I would say.
Yeah.
And then I will see where to head next. Maybe I will remain here, possibly. Who knows? I would like to see other parts of Australia. Definitely because I don't have a unlimited visa. I have just possibility to stay here for a limited time. Then I will make my mind about what's better. Because Australia is always here. Community is the real, let's say, quintessential of Alice Springs. Of course, you have beautiful, stunning nature around here.
Yeah.
You have tons of opportunities for jobs.
Tell us about the shop.
Well, in this cafe, you can jump in here every day. We are almost open every day of the year. I think just Christmas is closed and maybe another day, I don't remember when, but yeah, we are almost always open. And you can have a breakfast, a lunch. I started to prepare also some Italian delicacies. I'm preparing lasagna with my grandma recipe. So this is a highlight for sure.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we make beautiful coffee. We prepare nice cakes. There's as well the possibility to buy some souvenirs.
Yeah.
You can also send a postcard from here. There are postcards of various types. There are, for example, also in here we have a stamp that is dedicated to the telegraph station because back in the days this was a postal office. Not exactly in this building, but it was in the precinct in the telegraph. So in there you could just go and send messages back to United Kingdom. The highlight is out there in the museum. And the museum offers you to see how the telegraph was built back in the days, how it was run in the beginning, what were, let's say, the challenges, because back in the days, nature was very hostile. Let's say to come here, they needed to transport everything with camels. And then once they were here, there were a lot of troubles to face. But as nothing is for free in life. There are a lot of things that we need to reach with some pain sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, definitely an interesting point if you are keen to visit in here. It's blowing your mind. I'm coming from Italy, so a country that has a lot of artistic and architecture, but the history, how is it here, is totally different. So I was liking it very much in the beginning. It was one of the part of the job. I'm also tour guiding there. So it's one of the things that really makes me feel this job is a good job for me.
Yeah.
It's definitely has been a pleasure.
No worries. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, mate.
All right, guys. Come to Telegraph Station. Come to this coffee shop and order some stuff. They have the best customer service so far.
And you have to try my lasagna and
worries.
other Italian inspired dishes.
Currently here in Telegraph Station with, what's your name, son?
Micah.
Your name is?
Ishik.
Feather.
Yeah, born and bred in Alice. Grew up here. Lived in other places. Travelled a little bit. But I suppose Alice, it's got its perks and privileges, like everywhere else, and its bad habits, I suppose. Best thing about Alice, I'd say, is probably diversity and opportunity to understand Central Australia for what it really is. I was in tourism for quite some time, and a lot of the tourists would say they'd prefer to come to Central Australia at the beginning of their stay rather than at the end. They tend to get here and find a lot more than expected and have no time to go and see it. So time and money, they have to find that to travel back. And then some of those people end up living here, making a home here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you love about this place the most since you were born here? You've experienced everything. You know your way around Alice.
The most enjoyable thing would be connection, family, friends, and country. There's like I said, a lot to see and do. You just got to know when and where to go and do it.
Mind you, Alice Spring is like really hot and stuff like that, and it does get cold sometimes, and it also rains. It's just a normal place. I've been here for 3 years now, and mind you, I haven't thought about leaving yet. Because honestly, what is there to leave? Like, I love the heat. Just put a hat on and protect yourself.
I come from Bunjalung country, so we're on Aranda country here. Bunjalung country is saltwater dreaming. It's on the east coast near Byron Bay.
Yeah.
Big northern rivers, many rivers, dreaming story there. And myself and Auntie Feather are here on a pilgrimage, moving across Australia, learning many languages of the local language and meeting the many creation beings and spirits through country and doing our best to be in right relation and
of course.
and learn.
Yeah.
And as fate would have it, our car broke down, blew up,
Yeah.
and we've ended up in Alice Springs unexpectedly and have had to rely on the beautiful generosity of strangers and like Micah here.
So how long do you guys planning on staying here before you hit the road again?
Well, everything is beyond plan at this point. We're just at the whim of what Spirit
life.
wants us to do, of what the ancestors want us to do. And it seems like us being grounded here for the moment is a beautiful gift, and we're getting to meet some incredible culture people that are sharing, history, true history with us, and it's a great privilege to
What
meet.
is it like traveling in Australia on the road, scared, like there's a lot of animals out there and the cows, the kangaroos, and maybe possums or like koalas. What is it like being on the road?
We both live in the bush where we come from, so we're pretty used to the animals and to nature.
Yeah. You're not scared on hating or anything, and like your car down.
Look, if
You're used to it now.
if you're being reasonable and you're really watching, it shouldn't happen. We did actually have a kangaroo, a mala, jump into our car, so we'd already passed it and it went into the back of our car, and it's just a matter of like respect. You pull over and you make sure that the animal's okay, and if it's not okay, then you call someone to see if they can come and help, and if not, then you take the responsibility to end their life with respect. You know, for us, we'll sing to the animal, and we even one of the kangaroos that we had to help pass on, we took the skin and we took some meat. Even if I could have taken the whole thing to feed a tribe, if I had somewhere to put it in my car, and, you know, I would have done that. But, you know, you give it proper respect. You know, I think a lot of people, maybe they're scared, and so they hit something, and then it shakes them up, and then they're scared to sort of meet that moment. But it's the right thing to do, is to pull over and to check on the animal and make sure that they're okay. And if they're not okay, then it's on you, even though it's not nice and it's uncomfortable to have to take a life, but you do the right thing. Don't leave them suffering, and you take them off the road, and you know, like you would want someone to do for you if you passed away, to do it in a respectful, loving way.
Of course.
My time in this beautiful, powerful, spiritual country, this island continent, Australia, has been very amazing. I've spent a lot of time on environmental frontline actions, you know, to save forests and to close uranium mines or gold mines. And always there's the indigenous, you know, a lot of us call Aboriginal people original people, the original people, you know, there's always the custodians of country are there caring for country where you are. So that's been really amazing. You know, and also we work, Sister Ishik and I both work with a major elder knowledge keeper in Banjalan country where we're from. And so it's been really deep, you know, and so precious to be brought into some closer intimacy with the spirit of the land and the protocols of walking in a good way. Yeah. And to, you know, and also spend time in the Aboriginal Tent Embassy, you know, and different, and working for living culture, because we really know and feel, well, I really love all the world's peoples, and I hold in my heart the sacredness of all world's peoples. And here I am, I'm in original Australia. Always was, always will be, original land, you know. And so we do our best to learn and walk away, learning, respecting. And it's been really rich, really amazing life. So many powerful, beautiful, spirited people on the way.
Yeah, of course.
I've been to outside of Australia a bit, but mostly here in Australia.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to say with the Alice Springs, you know, today we have a Aranda culture man from childhood and still now learning into law, you know, sharing with us, drawing pictures in the sand, diagrams in the sand, and then rubbing them out, you know, to bring us in. And yesterday there was a man, another Aranda man, local man, that took us around, and, you know, just walking behind him was so cool yesterday, because I could feel the bloodline in him. And so walking behind him, you could almost I felt like, oh man, I really am walking in the footsteps of the ancestors.
Yeah.
And that's this whole land, you know, it's all science. If I can speak this honor, you know, it's sung by the ancestors.
If you come to Alice Springs, you can't find work, you can't find something positive to do. That's because you haven't gone to look for it. And if you sit down in one spot long enough, trouble will find you. Alice is an opportunistic town where you make it what you make it. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be for a short time or a long time. But with the different ethnicity that we have in the town that mixes with our cultural governance, it works at the moment. It can work better. So the more people who want to show interest or understanding towards what Central Australia has to offer, well, then there's more opportunity there, not just for the individual, but for locals. as well. Everything comes with, a give and take, or a give and receive. Well, giving is receiving. So the more people that come here and provide whatever they have, skill, knowledge, even just time or understanding, they receive a lot back. Not only from, let's say, workplaces, social life, but as a whole. And one of the things that's not in Alice Springs, which I'm sure everybody living here now and grew up here, past and present, would say there's a lack of understanding. With the more understanding of Alice Springs, on the positive sense, on what it can offer, rather than whatever negativity is out there, I think people would be more inclined to understand and learn, and then walk more morally, so to speak. We've got Harmony Day was the other day. There was a lot of different beautiful cultures presenting song and dance. Where's Aboriginal song and dance that is public? Where's that one? Not saying it's not included, but I'm sure all these ethnic cultural backgrounds would love to see that being of them on country. We had a lot of Nepalese, you guys, South Sudan, and the girls done a dance. That was all harmony, all beautiful. But there was one thing lacking, and it was an Aboriginal appearance. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking for. Whether it's the individual or the government that's blocking it, or people themselves. Alice has that opportunity. You can come here and find that for yourself, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you can find it on the internet. You can find it on YouTube. But if you want authenticity and essence, you come and talk to people, preferably elders. The older you are, the more wiser, more knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Younger people will tend to lead you down what they where they are at in life, what they likes and wants and needs. But yeah, Alice is optional. If you can't find a job, you haven't looked for it. If you don't know about the culture, it's because you haven't asked a question. Just in that sense alone, there's already opportunities happening. Like what you're doing now was never done before. Not many people are thinking of it. So what you guys are doing is a really positive thing. And yet yous have moved here to live here to make it your home. That's those opportunities. You got to make it yourself. And by right and by law, all Aboriginal people, they would be inclined to help and with it and provide direction or boundaries, some places around you may not be able to go, or some people may not want to talk on certain topics.